Hey everybody, I want to do a quick bruiser guide for you guys for war setups. I'm going to try to make this as quick as I can. First thing I want to talk about is breakpoints on stats. 300 strength so that you can get grit. 200 con so that you can take advantage of additional physical and elemental armor are going to be your normal breakpoints for your stats. You're going to want to use food to get here. I like carrot cake. That's what works for me. Your 10 extra stats once you have everything to 625. You have really one of two options. You can either slam this into strength. If you do the math on it, it's about a 1.2% damage increase. This is usually my preference. You can throw it into con. I see this really often from a lot of bruisers. Works out to about 250 additional health. I think it comes down to preference, so you guys decide. Your typical weapon setup is going to be Great Axe Hammer. This is my Great Axe tree for war. This is what I like to use. Maelstrom is necessary, all the way upgraded. Gravwell, necessary. These perks here allow you to do more damage and take less damage when you're surrounded by 3 or more enemies. Very good. Mauler's Fury can ramp up really fast in a war as you're hitting a lot of people, so this is additional damage. This allows you to take less damage when you have grit active. This gives you additional stamina when you drop below 50% health every 20 seconds. So it can proc more often than the next that give you stamina recovery, but it does not give you as much stamina. So that's a key point for later. And then I take charge for getting away. I'm rarely charging in unless I'm securing a kill. It's really for getting out of clumps. And then I'm taking these abilities primarily just for more damage and heals. On the Warhammer, Shockwave, very important, integral part of my combo. Path of Destiny is great for just slamming into clumps. If you have leeching Path of Destiny on your gear, it's a good way to get some extra HP back. Wrecking Ball, fully upgraded, you can get Fortify out of using this. So I use this as a defensive ability. When I'm trying to get out of clumps, a lot of times I'll slam a Wrecking Ball, swap back to my Great Axe, charge away. But you can see the passive perks that I take here. Hopefully that's helpful for you. Getting over to gear, talk about what perks do you need on your gear. I believe you need 5 resilient. Some people say you need 4. I think they're wrong. There's some good videos about it. In my opinion, you should have resilient on every piece. I think Shirking Fort is the second best PvP perk in the game for a bruiser. I think you should have 5 Shirking Fort. I think you should have it on every single piece. I think you need Gravwell if you're going to be playing bruiser, and Chaseable Gravwell. Very important. Additional damage, get some health back. Is very good. Don't put it on your axe. That's a bait. All it really does for you on the axe is get you more health back. Just put it on a piece of gear. If you can get to 5 Resil, 5 Shirking Fort, and 1 Gravwell, I think you're going to be set up to do very well. From there, there's a debate. Do you go 3 Freedom? Do you go 4 Refreshing Ward? I think it's preference. I like 3 Freedom. I have 3 Freedom on my gear, and I'll show you my gear here in a second. The argument for Refreshing Ward is you're getting hit a lot. It allows you to get your Gravwells and your Maelstroms back faster. It allows you to do your combo faster, which is kind of what Bruiser gameplay plays around. I'm stuck on Freedom. I like Freedom because it's good for arenas, it's good for OPRs, it's good for wars. Ice showers are annoying, screams are annoying. There's just a lot of CC, and I think Freedom's good. So I run 3 Freedom. So I'll show you my gear. You see my Resil Shirking Fort Gravwell boots, Resil Shirking Fort Freedom pants, Resil Shirking Fort Freedom gloves, Resil Shirking Fort Freedom chest piece, and then the helm's the one thing I kind of swap around. It's Resil Shirking Fort Maelstrom. I also run this piece sometimes, the Crit Ret. I think Crit Ret gets slept on. It's about 10% additional crit chance for 7 seconds after taking a crit with a 20-second cooldown. Well, the cooldown lines up pretty good with your goes. Basically, when I say go, your Gravwell into Shockwave into Maelstrom combo that you do as a bruiser. You can theoretically have this up for every one of those. And it's not so much that you want to do additional crit damage with it, but the heals that proc off of crits with the Great Axe are very good for sustainability. And so I think if you've got enfeebling binds in your group, or if you've got other people running Maelstrom, this is a really good head to wear. I'm also considering rolling one with Leeching Path of Destiny. You got to be careful not to get staggered when you're trying to get your path off. But if you charge out of a clump and you're half health, you turn around, you throw your Path of Destiny down, you can really get back to full health really quick. So I think I'm going to probably roll that next and have 3 options to choose from. Talk about weapons. This is my great axe that I run for wars. It is refreshing move, thwarting strikes, chain nature. Refreshing move is really good because it allows you to get your weapon abilities back faster. That's more grav wells, more maelstroms. Very, very good. A lot of people argue it's the best perk in the game for great axe. Thwarting strikes gives you more damage when you have grit. You're always going to have grit on your light attacks as a great axe because you have 300 strength. So those are your two perks that you must have. Most common third perk is going to be chain. Every 2 seconds you do additional damage. It can go to close target, so it bounces. That's really, really good for damage. Some people are running attunement now because it's 18% every 1 second. It only procs on one person, but if you're focused on killing one person at a time, very, very good axe. Some people are running Maelstrom as a third perk because on your armor, Maelstrom only does a 14% weaken. On the great axe, it's like 25%. So that's very, very good on a great axe, especially if you're playing in wars. So that's kind of up to you guys. This is my hammer. In my opinion, Sundering Shockwave is this. It's meta. Everybody wants it. There's a debate between thwarting strikes and thwarting counter. If you're playing on clumps, on points, I actually think thwarting counter is better because everybody's got grit. All your bruisers have grit. So if I had my pick right now, I would have a Sundering Shockwave, thwarting counter, probably an attunement would be my third perk. Some people like plague strikes because they swing heavies on the hammer. I just think there's a lot of options here, but in my opinion, I think you have to have Sundering. You either need thwarting strikes or thwarting counter, and then you got to figure out what you like for your final perk. I think attunement's more damage. I think it's better. I see some people running chain. I don't like that because it's only for light attacks. I see people run plague strikes. I don't like that because I don't heavy attack with my hammer. I have plague crits. It's decent, especially when I'm running keen on my ring. Sometimes you slam a crit and you rend them when they're below 50% health. Not rend, disease, I'm sorry. So I think it's just lanyap, but that's preference. I run detonate the majority of the time. It's a good way to secure kills. A lot of people are running stone form as well. Cunning stone form is very, very good, especially on your engages. Talk about jewelry real quick. I'm currently running health / protection, shirking, and power. Very, very good neck. Allows me to do more damage. That's what I like to do. The alternate that most people are playing with is health / protection, stamina recovery. Both of them are very good. I run the particular skill in the Great Axe tree that gives me a stamina recovery, and so I think that's sufficient for me. I'll jump to earrings real quick. Great debate. Nimble or regenerating. I'm not good enough to take advantage of nimble. Frankly, it only gets you your stamina back 0.2 seconds faster. In my opinion, regenerating is better. I know it's not that good, but over 10 seconds, it's about 500 to 600 health. It's passive. You don't have to do anything. I've been running regenerating lately. Refreshing toast, purifying toast are a must. You need them. There's really no debate there, in my opinion. This is my current ring. Invig punishment is absolutely necessary. Slash damage is really good. Hardy's really good. I like this ring a lot. I also have a leeching ring instead of Hardy. It's only about 50 health per hit. It's really not that good. Paid 150k for it. It's fun to play around with. I just don't think it's very good. I've been working in Champions Ring, Invig Punishment, Keen Awareness. One of the top bruisers on the server put me onto this. With Great Axe, your crit modifier is 1.3. With one of the weapon perks we take, it goes to 1.4. So even against somebody with 5 Resil, 150 con, you're still doing additional damage to them when you crit. Not everybody has 5 Resil and 150 con, so you absolutely decimate those people, and then you heal off your crit. So I've been playing around with this. I think Champions Ring's really, really good. So if you don't have another option, just run Champions Ring. And then I like Hardy. A lot of people say you don't need it as a meta medium bruiser. I think it's good. I think it'll save you a lot having the ability to dodge again sooner and not having to wait for your bar to fully recharge. So in my opinion, it's very, very good. I hope this guide was very helpful for you guys. If you have any questions, just let me know. Thanks.